If a third world war happens, it will happen for semiconductor chips. These tiny pieces of technology have become the lifeblood of modern civilization, embedded in every device we use daily. This stark warning issued by India's External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar highlights the critical importance of semiconductors in today's world. It is a wake-up call to the world, urging nations to recognize the strategic value of these chips. Semiconductors, the tiny chips powering everything from smartphones to fighter jets, are the backbone of modern technology. They are no longer just technological marvels, they are essential components that drive innovation and progress. These chips have become geopolitical weapons, igniting a global struggle for control. Nations are now vying for dominance in semiconductor manufacturing and technology. This is the new great game, where the stakes are high and the players are many. The competition is fierce, and the consequences of losing are dire. The United States and China, locked in a battle for tech supremacy, are the main contenders. Their rivalry extends beyond economics, influencing global politics and security. But other nations, including India, are rapidly emerging as key players in this high-stakes game. Countries are investing heavily in semiconductor research and development to secure their place in the global hierarchy. The outcome of this struggle will determine not just the future of technology, but the balance of global power for decades to come. The nation that controls semiconductor technology will wield immense influence over the global economy and military capabilities. As global leaders negotiate and strategize, the world watches closely. The decisions made today will shape the geopolitical landscape of tomorrow, making the semiconductor race one of the most critical issues of our time. To understand the geopolitical significance of semiconductors, one must first grasp their pervasive influence on modern life. These tiny chips made from silicon wafers are the brains behind our digital world. They power our computers, smartphones, cars, and even our refrigerators. Beyond consumer electronics, semiconductors are essential for critical infrastructure. Telecommunications networks, power grids, and financial systems all rely on these chips to function. Moreover, advanced technologies like artificial intelligence, 5G wireless communication, and quantum computing are all built on a foundation of semiconductors. In short, semiconductors are the lifeblood of the 21st century economy. At the heart of the global chip war lies Taiwan, an island nation of 23 million people. Despite its small size, Taiwan has become a giant in the world of technology. Taiwan is home to Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, or TSMC, the world's largest and most advanced chip maker. TSMC's cutting-edge technology and manufacturing capabilities have set it apart from competitors. TSMC alone accounts for over 50% of global semiconductor production, a staggering figure that underscores its importance, making Taiwan a critical link in the global tech supply chain. These chips are essential components in everything from smartphones to cars, and even advanced military systems. This dominance has thrust Taiwan into the center of geopolitical tensions between the United States and China. Both nations recognize the strategic importance of Taiwan's semiconductor industry. China views Taiwan as a breakaway province and has vowed to reunify it with the mainland by force if necessary. This stance has only heightened the stakes. The United States, on the other hand, has pledged to support Taiwan's defense. American policymakers see Taiwan as a crucial ally in maintaining a balance of power in the region. This standoff has created a tinderbox situation, with the potential for conflict always looming. The semiconductor industry, vital to both economies, is at the heart of this tension, with semiconductors as the potential spark. The world watches closely, aware that any disruption in Taiwan's chip production could have far-reaching consequences for the global economy and technological progress. The United States and China are locked in a fierce competition for semiconductor supremacy. Both countries recognize that control over this technology is paramount to economic and military power. The United States, long the global leader in chip design, has watched with growing concern as China has poured billions of dollars into developing its domestic semiconductor industry. To counter China's rise, the United States has taken a series of aggressive measures. It has imposed export controls on advanced chips and chip-making equipment to China, effectively cutting off Chinese companies from key technologies. The US has also passed the CHIPS and Science Act, which provides $52 billion in subsidies for domestic semiconductor manufacturing and research. Amidst the US-China rivalry, India is quietly but determinedly positioning itself as a major player in the global semiconductor landscape. Recognizing the strategic importance of these chips, the Indian government has launched the ambitious Semicon India program. This initiative aims to transform India into a global hub for semiconductor design, manufacturing, and technology development. The Semicon India program, backed by $10 billion in government funding, seeks to attract global semiconductor giants to set up operations in India. The program offers a range of incentives, including financial assistance, infrastructure support, and a skilled workforce. India's goal is not just to become self-reliant in semiconductor production, but to emerge as a major exporter of these critical components. Section 6, Semicon India, a vision unveiled. The Semicon India program is more than just a manufacturing push. It represents a comprehensive vision for India's technological future. The program encompasses all aspects of the semiconductor ecosystem, from design and research to manufacturing and packaging. It also focuses on developing a skilled workforce capable of supporting a thriving semiconductor industry. To showcase its commitment and attract global partners, India hosted the Semicon India 2024 conference in Greater Noida. This three-day event brought together top executives from global semiconductor companies, government officials, and industry experts. The conference served as a platform to highlight India's potential as a semiconductor powerhouse and to forge partnerships that could propel the country's ambitions. Section 7. Challenges on the horizon. While India's semiconductor ambitions are laudable, the path ahead is not without its challenges. Building a robust semiconductor industry requires massive investments, cutting-edge technology, and a highly skilled workforce. India will need to address several key challenges to realize its vision. One major hurdle is the lack of existing semiconductor manufacturing capacity in India. Setting up advanced fabrication plants known as fabs requires billions of dollars in investment and access to sophisticated technology. India will need to attract significant foreign investment and forge partnerships with global chip makers to overcome this challenge. Section 8. A new global chip order. The global chip war is reshaping the geopolitical landscape in profound ways. The United States' efforts to maintain its technological edge, China's relentless pursuit of self-sufficiency, and India's emergence as a potential semiconductor hub are creating a multipolar world order. The outcome of this competition will have far-reaching consequences. Control over semiconductors translates into control over the technologies of the future. The nation or bloc that dominates semiconductor production will wield immense economic and military power. This new reality has raised the stakes for all countries, large and small. Section 9. India's moment of truth. India's foray into the semiconductor arena comes at a pivotal moment. The world is watching closely as the nation takes its first steps into this highly competitive and technologically advanced field. The global chip shortage, triggered by the COVID-19 pandemic and geopolitical tensions, has exposed the vulnerabilities of relying on a handful of countries for these critical components. This crisis has highlighted the need for diversification in the semiconductor supply chain, making it clear that the world cannot depend solely on traditional powerhouses like Taiwan, South Korea, and the United States. This shortage has also created an opportunity for new players like India to enter the market. With the right investments and strategic planning, India could position itself as a key player in the global semiconductor industry, providing much-needed relief to the strained supply chains. India's success in becoming a semiconductor powerhouse is far from guaranteed. The country faces numerous challenges, including the need for substantial investment in infrastructure, research and development, and the cultivation of a skilled workforce capable of driving innovation in this field. But the country has several factors working in its favor. India boasts a burgeoning tech industry, with a wealth of startups and established companies that are already making significant strides in various technological domains. It has a large and growing domestic market for electronics, which provides a solid foundation for the semiconductor industry to thrive. The demand for smartphones, laptops, and other electronic devices is skyrocketing, creating a robust market for locally produced chips. Additionally, India has a young and skilled workforce. The country produces a significant number of engineers and IT professionals each year, many of whom are eager to contribute to the semiconductor sector. This talent pool is a critical asset that can drive innovation and growth. Furthermore, the Indian government is committed to fostering a thriving technology sector. Through various initiatives and policies, the government is providing support and incentives to attract investment and encourage the development of the semiconductor industry. This includes funding for research and development, tax breaks, and the creation of special economic zones dedicated to tech manufacturing. If India can overcome the challenges and seize the opportunities, it could emerge as a major force in the global semiconductor industry. The potential for growth is immense, and success in this field could have far-reaching implications for the country's economy and its position on the world stage. By establishing itself as a reliable and innovative player in the semiconductor market, India could not only boost its own technological capabilities but also reshape the geopolitical order in the process. The world is watching, and India's moment of truth has arrived. As